Hi, I'm Savita and welcome to my online sewing class. In this class, I'll be showing how to get these two looks in your sleeves hemline. One which looks like rolled over sleeves and the second is this. In this class, I'll not be showing how to draft the pattern or attaching the sleeves to the body because you have already learnt it in the previous classes, and if you have not, please refer to the link below. You'll be using your basic sleeves pattern for this class. So I'll show you how to get this look in your sleeves in an easy way. So let's start with the class. First I'll show the sleeve with the hemline which looks like a rollover hem. I have already cut my sleeves. From here to here is my sleeve length, that is 6 inches. The only change is you need to give 1.5 inches extra from the sleeve open line, and also when you do that, do not cut it straight, cut it slant, that is let it go outwards, because we'll be folding this over, and if you cut it straight, the sleeve hemline will end up here, so we want it to align with the edge here. So from sleeve open line, cut it a little slant. Now this is the wrong side of the fabric. Now fold at the sleeve open line and iron it in place. Now why I asked you to cut slant is, see, now the edges are aligned together. Iron it nicely. If you find any excess, you can trim it off. Now fold again, that is you'll be folding to this edge, and iron it in place if you want to. Now sew on the folded side, sew at 1/4 inch in from the edge. So I folded it once and twice. Lock at the beginning and the end. Now open this, and this is how it looks on the wrong side, and this is how it looks on the right side, and then you'll be attaching it to the body as usual, as learnt in the previous classes. Now if you see, this is where we had stitched, and when you open, it creates a design, and also the raw edge is neatly concealed, so you don't have to finish the raw edge separately. This looks like a rollover sleeve, but actually it's not. So this is one of the ways of finishing the sleeve hemline. Now I'll not be sewing this to the body armhole because it's attached in the same way like you have already learnt in our previous classes. If you have not, please refer to the link below in the description box. Now I'll be showing the other sleeve in which we'll be finishing the hemline with another method. This is another sleeve I've cut. The length of this sleeve is also 6 inches. The ready length I want is 6 inches. It's more here because 1 centimeter is the seam allowance given. And it will have a design in this way. Just mark it. It can be wider or narrow. And just trace this. This is the sleeve open line, so that the marking comes on the other side as well. Now this distance is 1.5 inches. Add another inch to this measurement, that becomes 2.5 inches, and that is what you'll keep extra below the sleeve open line. So I've kept 2.5 inches extra, and as explained earlier, you will not cut it straight, you'll cut it slant because this will be folded over. Now at the sleeve open line, fold this extra fabric towards the right side. This is the right side of the sleeve, and iron it in place. And the tracing wheel mark is here. I'll just mark this. This is the wrong side. We have folded the extra fabric to the right side. Trim off any excess that you see here. Now we'll be sewing on this triangle mark. When you come to this point, put the needle in, lift the footer and turn. Exactly at the point, stop, put the needle in, lift the footer and turn and continue sewing. lock at the end and the beginning. Now from the stitch, leave 1/4 inch and cut, that is inside the triangle, not outside. I've cut this part. Now slit at this corner very carefully, but stop before the stitch. Do not cut through the stitch. This is how I've slit. Now turn the extra fabric towards the wrong side. Push the corners inside. Iron it well. Fold the raw edge here, and you can do a hand hemming, or you can stitch only the edges, and then when you stitch the sides it will automatically connect and it won't roll out. So I'll just stitch the edge here, fold by 1/4 inch and put a stitch to this folded side. Now when you sew the side seam, this will stay in place. You don't need to hem or stitch. So this is how the sleeve would be. In the same way, you can make the shape rounded instead of a triangle or any other that you wish to. Or you can decrease or increase the length. Here I had kept 1.5 inches. If you don't want this to be so broad, you can keep a little lesser. So when you're sewing it to the body, you need to align the sleeve center to the shoulder seam and keep right on right. Pin it all the way if you want to. I'll sew this and then show it to you. Thanks for watching this class, and for more sewing tutorials, log on to our website savisfashionstudio.com. See you soon in the next class. Until then, happy sewing.